You may not know this, but food allergies are a real thing, and this is Food Allergy Awareness Week.
That's right. Millions of people are dealing with a food allergy, some of them very serious. But here to talk about managing allergies and finding alternatives is Dr. Patel, correct, with Premier Allergy. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So what is a food allergy exactly? Kind of explain it, you know, in your professional opinion, what is it?
Sure. Yeah, so a food allergy is when someone that is prone to having food allergies, when their body reacts to a protein found in a food that is typically harmless. But our bodies just respond in a way that, you know, sets off a pretty severe chemical reaction, releasing histamine and some other chemicals, and can cause a bad reaction in the patient.
Are these things that can be formed later in life? Or are you, okay, so you're not necessarily just born with the propensity to have an allergy?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, typically in childhood is when we diagnose food allergies, but 15% of adults are diagnosed with food allergies.
Wow. Yeah. All right, so how dangerous are these?
They're life-threatening. Allergies can be life-threatening, so you know, you want to make sure you take every precaution to avoid any food if you're allergic to it.
Have you been getting Chanel like slowly into
slowly,
some food?
So is it okay? Because sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be dangerous with my baby, but we're starting to introduce peanut butter to her, and every single food that we eat, we kind of give her a little bit of taste. Is that the right thing to do?
Right thing
I'm
to
hoping. I'm like, oh no, you're not supposed to be doing that, Cameron. But is that what parents should be doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So the guidelines have changed now, and they're saying that early introduction and sustained introduction of foods.
So not just once, continually giving it to them.
Yep, exactly.
Wow, and if they happen to be allergic, you do have some great alternatives here that you brought with us, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are these?
So we have some foods here that are highly allergenic. So the top 8 most common food allergies are going to be peanuts, tree nuts, fish, shellfish, wheat, soy, milk, and egg. If you happen to be allergic to peanuts...
How many times a day do you have to say that?
I say that a lot. If you happen to be allergic to peanuts, for kids especially, I know at my son's school, he's not able to take peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunches, and so we found an alternative. We'll do sun butter, or there's a wow butter.
So this is something, sun butter, they can take to school?
They can take to school, yeah.
Is that sunflower seeds?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Huh.
How different does it taste?
It has a little bit of an aftertaste, I would say, but the consistency's the same, the color's the same, so it looks just like peanut butter.
Put enough jam on there, the kid's not going to know the difference.
Exactly.
Yeah, my kid.
And there really is a difference in organic milk, huh? Between that and, so this is the reduced fat. That's different.
Well, this is just regular milk, and so patients can be allergic to milk.
Milk,
and
just
so
showing them.
Yeah, these are the allergenic foods, and then this is an alternative.
Okay, so those are the biggest culprits.
Right, right.
This would scare me to death, you know, as a new parent.
Right.
So what happens if you do a very harmless tasting of something and you see a reaction starting? What are the
I was going to say, what is
symptoms,
that reaction?
first of all?
So they can be pretty mild. You may just have some itching of the tongue or around the lips, depending on if it's something that you ate. If it's something that you touched or is on your skin, you might have some redness or swelling that develops on your hand. And then depending on how much of it you ingest, it can become a severe reaction. You can have vomiting, you can get lightheaded, you can have your blood pressure drop a little bit.
And that's when you need to take action, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what do you have over here?
Yeah, so I have a couple of things that I just think people should be aware of, right? So it's Food Allergy Awareness Week. So even if you don't have a food allergy, you should be aware that it's a pretty common thing, and you should know what to do in the event that someone has an allergic reaction. So we have a care plan here, so this tells you what symptoms to look for, and then in the event that someone is having an allergic reaction, you want to know how to treat that. So epinephrine is going to be the first line of treatment.
And I'm picking one of these up because Chanel, she was stung by a bee about 2 weeks ago and freaked me out. Fortunately, cried a little bit, we waited for the reaction, but to have one of these on hand is so important because a moment you never know when it's going to arise.
And can these children be cured of those allergies?
So, unfortunately, there's no cure for food allergies. You know, it's one of those things where strict avoidance, having an epi, and just knowing what to look for. Luckily, there are some new things that are happening where you can develop some tolerance to these foods, and so that, you know, you are able to be exposed to foods.
Maybe in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, thank you so much. All good information. We'll be right back.